Good evening. Thanks for joining us. There will be changes coming in the new year that will help more Minnesota workers with important health benefits. Starting in the new year, workers who don't already have paid time off or sick time will be able to accumulate hours, and this is all due to a new Minnesota law. Our Sammy Selena breaks it down.
Hi, Chris. So some businesses have already been required to implement these programs. Others tell me this could create challenges for them when times are still tough.
The law expands on sick and safe time standards. An employee can earn an hour of time off for every 30 hours they work. It also applies to part-time workers. At least 48 hours can be accumulated.
I think that the two biggest impacts, right, are the burden of complying with this regulation.
John Reynolds is the state director for the National Federation of Independent Businesses in Minnesota.
And then also the cost. You have to pay extra and you have to find replacement to keep your business open.
Reynolds says this comes at a time where businesses are still struggling.
They suffered greatly during the pandemic closures, and then they went right from that to the most significant inflation we've seen in 40 years, the worst worker shortage that we've seen in decades.
But some owners say this change not only benefits employees, but the business itself.
What I found wasn't actually that challenging to put into use.
Daniel Swenson-Klatt owns Butter Bakery Cafe in Minneapolis and has been implementing a sick time policy for years.
This is a recruitment tool for all small businesses. Levels the playing field because most larger businesses have had this built in for years and years and years.
There are already local ordinances in Bloomington, Duluth, Minneapolis, and St. Paul.
And the state version is really a great one for all of us.
But Reynolds says there are still a lot of questions about the incoming policy.
There's carryover, there's whether you provide the time up front or on an accrual basis each year. So it's much more complicated than it appears.
The National Federation of Independent Business in Minnesota said that when they've had webinars on this, hundreds of owners attend. Chris.
All right. Thank you, Sammy.